And the moment we've all been waiting for, the playoffs in the final season of our Las Cruces Chupacabras Team Builder Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. We have the Des Moines Warthogs here, and what we're going to be having is the final episode in general. Whether we win this game and, go to the championship round and lose, we win both games, go to the Super Bowl and lose, we win all 3 games and we're Super Bowl champions, this will be the final episode. So, of course, if you did enjoy this series, maybe leave a like on this video. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button, click the notification bell that goes along with it. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, Pkr Plays, whatever you'll feel like doing, as this once again is the finale. Appreciate you all for joining us on this journey. Let's take a look at our team real quick, just in case. Just in case that's not our team, that's the team salaries. Thank you, game. Wouldn't be this series without one last blunder, huh? But, of course, in case you've just been watching here and there, you haven't seen the roster, this is the team we're carrying into the playoffs. Of course, it's not a bad roster. Trey Lance, for the most part, had a pretty damn good year replacing Donnelly due to injury, and ever since Donnelly came back, Trey Lance was still just holding the job because he's been playing well, and that's the momentum we're going to be carrying into the playoffs. Of course, in that final game, while chasing history, which Harrison did get, we did lose our center. So Peck is going to be injured until the Super Bowl, barring we even make it, and in his replacement, Ted Karras will be the starter. Of course, the offensive line outside of him, definitely not bad at all. Receivers, weapons are great. Running back, the best in the entire league, maybe the best in NFL history. And then defensively, we obviously have a really good squad here too. So this is a team, especially considering the last meeting we had against the Warthogs, that you expect to at least win this game and in general go pretty damn far. Of course, we do have to take a look at their roster, see if they have any injuries, and then get into our game plan. For the Warthogs, no injuries. And then looking at the Warthogs roster itself, Jalen Hurts, a very good quarterback one. Throw power is a little lackluster, but all of the accuracy is damn near max. And then the big thing, their running back one is Cam Skattebo, a guy that we obviously traded to them in the offseason. So could you imagine he has a really good big game against us and helps carry them to victory? That would be such a tough vengeance type game. Looking at their receivers, top 2 are amazing. Number 3, very good. Any one of these guys could be at least the number 2 on any of the teams in the league, let alone number 1. Tight end 1, speaking of, Dalton Schultz, not a bad named player. Left tackle's amazing. Left guard's decent. Center's decent. Right guard's decent. Right tackle's amazing. One of the best duo tackles in the league, maybe the best. Left end, Chase Young is very talented. What is that finesse looking like? 89? It is 88. Block shed even higher. Then defensive end on the right side, Jack Sawyer still developing himself, but looking pretty good with 86 power move. Defensive tackle, Ed Oliver and BJ Hill. Looking pretty damn good here, Ed Oliver specifically. Left out, Speedy Pratt. Middle linebacker, Speedy, decent talent, Al Shair. And then right outside linebacker is DeMar Vian, overshown. Big, fast, good hit power. Corner, Benford, a little bit on the slower side, but he's a great X factor. The youngster Reynolds is a solid look number 2, and then number 3 is not bad. I would personally put Ransaw there, but that's fine for them. Thankfully, they don't. Free safety short, but very mighty, and then strong safety's tall, but a little on the slower side. Kicker, can't really hit from deep. Punter, I don't know who the hell that is. 6'6". Taking a look at the weekly strategy, I would definitely be concerned about the short game, specifically the pass. They're apparently a good run team. I don't know if I believe that. We're going to say defend the short pass, and then on the other side of the ball, they don't seem to be very good against the pass itself. I am going to say throw it medium. We have a couple of upgrades, one of them to Rudd, and then the other one, a massive upgrade. Mr. Victor Harrison, another upgrade for him. Probably should be going zone coverage for Rudd, but he's getting a little bit of zone with the man, so why not? And then Victor Harrison, of course, been trying to get that trucking to 90 plus. Is this finally the day? It'd be freaking clutch as hell if it was. And it will not be. The real kind of pain is that Victor Harrison will not be getting to 95 overall, which is just, that's tough. All right, that is really tough. And here we are, of course, at home for the entirety of the playoffs, whether that's one game or we make it all the way, as we had the number 1 seed. Try to play as many of our starters as we could in that final game because we didn't want too much of a break in between football or not. So hopefully everyone is still pretty fresh, but also still not rusty, ready to go at moment's notice. Of course, this is a team that, once again, we've played before. We've had some success against, so hopefully we can continue that. Defense specifically definitely had their way, and we're hoping that they can just have a great start to this game and really just set the tone, especially on the ground against Scadaboo, our former running back. And here we go, kicking the ball off to start our playoffs. I wouldn't say these playoffs, as obviously it's a whole week later. Should have probably paid attention to who won and where they won against and who our potential next matchup could be if we even win. Of course, Jalen Hurts, don't put it past him. You know, we've been struggling lately, to be honest with you. Of course, Jalen Hurts, he's going to protect that football and make some pretty good decisions with great accuracy and precision. 3 wide receivers, I'm willing to just blitz early. Maybe not often, but at least early on this play. And that play will lead to a sack to start her out. Tariq Carpenter, loss of 7 on the first play of the game. I thought he was proposing. I was like, Spellman, relax. It ain't that serious. You know, we all want to marry the guy, but, you know, we're all joking, kind of. 2nd and 17. Can continue to blitz here a little bit. It's going to be a little swing. We're out there. Oh, my Lord. What a play by Rudd that he kind of got stiff-armed, but he slowed him down to a dramatic halt. You can see we're going to be bringing a blitz again. You know, bringing an extra rusher every single play. It's going to be a screen pass. We're out there, and Spellman does a decent job of at least sidetracking him, kind of detouring him a little bit. Spellman, I don't know how he's even on his feet. I thought he got slammed. Scadaboo, not really much to go on. That will be a 3 and out. But first run, we do get 4 on. You know, gets a pretty good stack. This time, obviously, not much. This should be a free first down. And not a great block. Only gets us a yard. Pretty pathetic blocking, if you ask me. As again, they're begging for us to run it, but we're not going to. Wide open and hit off the helmet of a player, and we're going to go with a 3 and out as well. Little disappointed in us as we're going to be coming out with the blitz yet again. We're going to kind of pull off Spellman, just in case, and there's that just in case. Good tackle. Looked like they were about to just fall down on it. We're on par for a first down. That's massive for us. Which, hey, for us it is too, so. Oh, my Lord. Burned on the drag again, trying to strip him with cross. Not the best matchup to have to the 42-yard line. I really do not like how we started this game out at all, believe it or not. It's going to be a read option. What in the world was that by the rookie Spellman? He, like, bowed to Spellman. He's like, oh, wow, I've never been so respected. Go on. Continue your journey. And that's a free rush. Are you kidding me, fellas? I get Jalen Hurts isn't a huge guy, but you can't lose him like that. 2 plays now, they could have gotten them, and they just don't engage. 3rd and 3 now. Over the middle and to the outside in the flat. Probably would have not mattered anyways. It would have gotten regardless, but that could have been, in theory, like a 3rd and 15 if we actually knew what the hell we were doing in the open field. If you want to even call it that. And that could be picked off. Or we get kind of dominated down to the 2. Wow. So that's how we're going to play today, guys. Huh? We're just not going to engage when we have a chance. Good job by the defensive tackle there. Oh, that's a bad play. Although Scadaboo is fighting hard. Gets a yard out of that. I can't believe us. Freaking Bamba almost goes offside, and that should have been a false start, but we don't scare anybody. And Scadaboo is going to score a touchdown. We are down 7 to start this game. And you know it's pretty bad when you've already got Victor Harrison out there returning kicks because you just need your playmakers out there at all times. And there goes Victor Harrison. No matter how this man tries to break off a run, it will always work. Cutting it all the way back outside, it works. Running straight down for the blocks, it works. There goes Harrison for 10 yards. That works. It's good fun. I mean, we're not going to blame Lance for that throw that he hit earlier, but at the same time, you got to get that thing up there a little bit. We're going to leave Swain open. First down. Falls forward for about 11. Start of the second quarter. Not our most ideal start, but we're moving now a little bit. We're actually going down the field a little bit. Victor Harrison, for the love of the Lord himself, sell your soul to whoever you got to stay healthy. That girl is going to be so pointless over there. This is a double. They do leave Harrison, though. And there goes the ankles again, breaking everything. 13. Ooh, he wanted to. It's a pretty good throw. They're going to call PI. I think that's more on Broden, but if they say there's enough there, I'm taking it. They're going to call it DPI. I'm taking the DPI. What can I tell you? Helps us a lot, so why not? Thank you, refs. As Harrison will fight down to the 1. Scottaboo would have punched it in for a touchdown. I'm just saying. Not really, but, you know. And we're going backwards to the 3. Now we're stuck running stick. Fantastic. Broden, you're kind of my guy. Let's go. Never mind, Trey Lance. Touchdown, Trey. That's why you love that scrambling ability. Tied up. I'm not going to root for him this game, but, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not rooting against him in most situations. Huge hit. Still a first down. And we get bumped so hard. Can't get over to the receiver. I think our own lineman did that. Another first down conversion, though. They're playing a lot shorter this time around, which is very smart. Turning the blitz. And I thought that was a trick play. It is not, and this is one of the biggest sort of standard run losses I've ever seen. 13 yards lost without like a pitch, an end around, anything like that. Fumble, just straight up just yards lost. And they're going to try to recoup some on the ground, and they lose a yard. So the Warthogs, with a couple of self-inflicted wounds, in theory, are going to be looking to punt. But, I mean, if they get in good field position here, they could get a field goal. Who knows? Outside, he's got a little bit of a look. A lot of time to throw. This is when bad things happen. We abandon our post, and the only ones to actually apply some pressure to Jalen Hurts is they actually have a guy hurt. Speaking of, who is it? Okay, I guess he's an air traffic controller. That's cool. It's cool, too. Junior Blue is on the returns, though. This is more of a you can get popped without being able to really defend yourself role, so we're not going to do that for our best player. Oh, Blue, please. He fair caught the thing. What is wrong with this guy? Is he new to kick returning and punt returning? Has he not done it all season long? And we try to cut that in. We do actually get the back for 7. Don't get me wrong. I know the clock's running further than I would want it to, but we got to get out of here a little bit. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. And then he made... That's tough. Taking the shot to Broden, but as usual, the offensive line fails immediately. And it's a throw to sack interception for a touchdown. That is so harsh. That is tough. Well, we really need the touchdown before half now. I mean, we're just so bad lately. I don't know what it is. I really don't. We've just been so garbage. And you might think it's crazy to be running in this situation, but like the way we play, the run game is literally our best asset. So why wouldn't I try to run there? Try to open something up. Throw it away. That's grounding. We're getting cooked. We're getting cooked. Screen pass. Try to do something before half here. Gets back inside. Tackled by his own guy almost, but one hell of a conversion by the only man in this team that actually cares. Tell me he's not the only man that cares on this team, because I just don't buy it. That's a really good throw. Peters. Let's call timeout. I was going to spike it, but nah. I mean, it looks like a bait to me, but Broden's still that guy. I could have probably rack caught it, but he's so close, dude. I thought it was going to be picked. I can't believe that's not bait. It was just, I mean, it was bait. That's, wow, okay. This corner's insane. Don't get me wrong, it's a pretty bad throw. I mean, at this point, I'm almost just willing to just sacrifice for the field goal, which, of course, Harrison doesn't usually get the memo for. He gets a lot more yards than we were kind of expecting, but that's fine. As we will call a timeout, kick a field goal, be down by 4, and be depressed. I mean, optimistic about the second half. All right, field goal time. Looks pretty good to me. It will be a 14-10 game entering halftime. Of course, taking a look at the halftime stuff. I'm not sure what we're actually going to see. We're going to see already who wins, who plays who after this game. Stingers, Mockingbirds, not easy teams, especially the Stingers to beat. Warthogs right now with the upsets so far. Hopefully that changes. Highlights Scottaboo with a touchdown. That doesn't make us feel any better. And then obviously a pick 6. Hit as we're throwing. Kind of tucked it a little bit. Just take the shot, man. Throw it as hard as you can. And instead, yeah. Al Shair, of all players, with a pick 6. Throw medium, defend short. That's going to be my game plan still. And they're going to smartly kick it away from Harrison, but Harrison's that guy, so we're going to try to pitch it. Broke the ankles, but sadly barely to the 19. I mean, sort of on par for the first down. Okay, this is a blitz. This is big play potential. Probably Peters. Yeah, not big play, but first down nonetheless. And that's a pretty good play. I mean, that's not bad. 39-yard line. It is rare that they bring the safety down, and it's not a blitz, so... Not a great route by Harrison, but that pull-away speed will allow him to get 9. Not quite the play action I wanted, but I do like a little post action or a cross action. A little crosser. And please, it's a great throw. Steffens to the 22, big play. And they're not on Broden. Broden, not a clean catch, but falls forward for the first down of the 12. Good spot. Stretch look. It's all about the guards, dude. The guards are just so important. And we sold that. That's our fault. Guard did so good. So good. We really sold him on that. Do we trust Steffens to just win his out? It's a good throw. Doesn't go for the ball. Oh, man. Gotta play it smart. Gotta play it smart. That is crazy. It's not a great throw, obviously, but how are you not seeing that and catching it? Down by 1, their ball. We wasted half of the third. We're going to blitz on 2nd and 10 after a failed throw. Always worried about these blitzes because that's the big play potential. Quick throw outside. Great tackle. Still holds on. 3rd and 4. And there's where you go all out. This is where you bring in the only blitz you know that has a good chance. The mid. They still pick it up from time to time, though. When we bring 6... And he's going to get away and convert. There's no way. Off the edge, they miss him again. How? What is wrong with these guys? That's like the 4th time they've missed him. That's actually insane. 4 times they've just missed him. He isn't even broken off. He's just run past them, and they just don't notice him. And speaking of trying to run past, again, Spellman, these linebackers are falling apart. And we didn't fall for that one bit. Scatterby just falling forward 5.5 yards. I mean, it's crazy running goal line here, but I don't know what else to do. Our D-line is just not winning anything either. All day to throw. Picked off! Huge! Cross! Will not have the speed. Unbelievable hands, and Philbin's injured. Really thought he's going to throw back to the freaking fullback. Doesn't see it. Got nervous. He thought he was going to be able to run out again. Got nervous for sure. Threw it to the first guy in front of him and throws a pick. So damn clutch. Try to get the lead here. Get out of our way. Philbin with a sprained knee. Should be fine, but you're going to play it safe every time. Another Broden look potentially. See how they play it. And they're on it. Harrison gets blasted somehow instantly. 3rd and 1. And here you go, start of the 4th. It's a 1-point game. We're in position to score. That field goal looking really smart right now. I can't believe he caught that. He caught that by like the end of the ball, but like opposite side. So like nothing cradling it. Gilliam's not like the strongest fullback of all time, but he's made some plays for us. We're going to get ourselves a first down hopefully, and we will. Oh wow, look at the speed. Look at the power. Still up to the 8. What a run. Get that man back in there. Try another run, but him actually lead blocking. And he does a decent job. Unfortunately, the guard doesn't hold. Got ourselves a little counter. I mean, these plays usually don't work for us, but we're going to try it. And really slow. Counter. Good fight. And he's in. Massive touchdown. It's a 2-point conversion situation. I actually really like slants like this. You have a chance at swing. You got the quick throw in there. You could even run it. We, of course, will back up. And that's going to be tough. Almost intercepted. Failed 2.5-point lead. In theory, they could play this perfectly and waste the entire clock, win the game on a buzzer beater. And it's going to be an RPO look. I don't know why we even care about the run particularly. Like, why are the cornerbacks even, like, biting on the run at all? Like, who honestly cares? Try to time it. Didn't get it. Nick Cross. It's good coverage. And he holds on. Yeah, I'm sure. To the 11. What a catch. I guess. Because why not? You know? Why not? Every single ball. Oh, I thought we had that slant. And he just has all day to throw and will run in for a touchdown. Our D-line has failed us. Now they are going for 2 to try and make this a 3-point game. While we were trying to make it a 7-point game. And in trouble. There's no way, right? Okay. Imagine we would have actually forced the fumble out there. Back down to a 1-point game. 5 minutes in the 4th. Now we have a chance to walk off with the buzzer beater. Harrison just finally comes in a frame there. Try to bounce it last second. Got to around the 30. It's one of those games where, at least right now, it just feels like, okay, well, we're going to win the game. But also you have that, is there a heartbreaker in them? No, I'm not taking that. Throw it away. There's a couple of looks in there, but I don't trust it. Should have taken the flat throw to the running back. Didn't take it, and at that point, it was too late. We're not taking that risk over to Broden. And it's a pretty bad throw. Wow, good job, fellas. I say fellas as if it's not Trey Lance's fault. That's all Trey Lance. There's no one else to blame. Screen pass. They're not on it. And there goes Harrison doing what Harrison does. 4th and inches. I mean, it's an effort. That is an effort. They're telling us to freaking punt this thing? I wouldn't punt this thing if we were down like 7 and this is field goal range. You got to go for this. Come on, Gilliam. Reggie. First down. Not saying the field goal run, the fullback run is always going to win you the first down, but it's pretty dependable. Good throw. In behind the defense. Peters will score. All right, now this 2-point conversion means everything. Dick is such a good play for this. There's also nobody on the line, dude. If we can't get this, I'm going to be pissed. And he will not. Wow. Okay, sure. All right, defense. The offense is starting to pick it up. It's your turn to do something. Philbin's still out, by the way. Come on, D. And we do a really good job of Bamba. And Scatterby, I got to give him some credit, dude. He is looking a lot better than he did last time against us. I think he had like 9 yards total on the ground. He's got probably about 80 overall. And I thought we had that. Scatterby. He's going to go backwards a little bit, though. So 3rd and 2. You have the overload off that edge. You maybe want to pull Spellman. And we're on this. He's in trouble. He's going to take the sack. 4th and 4. I mean, I don't know what you do here. 2-minute warning. Are they going to hike it? They will. We're on this. Get that. And, of course, he holds on because everything is caught. Perfect coverage. I mean, you literally cannot do anything. Like, there's nothing we physically could have done there. And yet he catches it. Little drag. Good hit, but again, that leads to nothing. Clock is really not a concern. They're going to call a timeout anyways. They're going to keep this at the QB. I don't know if I agree with that one. It's a 3rd and 1 now. Loss of a half a yard. Come on, D. Make a play. And it's not a great tackle. He goes out of bounds. Fantastic. First down. I think we're just going to stick to man coverage now, and whatever happens, happens. We are going to ride or die with it. Get a little chip on that drag, which does help our DB out, or linebacker, whoever it was. Might actually be lining up linebackers against freaking wide receivers. Wide open to the outside. Can't quite get there. He's going to be short. All right, mid. They got all these receivers out, but if you win your press, in theory, he has nowhere to go. In theory. And he's going to get out. And more importantly, he's going to find the throw to the 12. This is crazy. There's no way. There's no way that left foot's out. Nah, that's caught. What are we even talking about? Stupid. Getting us hyped up for nothing. Pass rush has been literally non-existent. We're at the 12 now, defensively. We do have 3 timeouts. Back in the end zone. Oh, I thought we had the bait. And he's just going to run freely again. What a hit. Holds on. I mean, I think we had to call a timeout. Crazy enough. I don't know what else you do here. This quarterback has all day to throw. Outside. Great tackle. Goes out of bounds. I think that benefits us personally. I truly do. Again, he's had all day to throw. There's no way to win a game playing defense and coverage the way we have. Or, I guess, pass rush-wise. He's going to try to run again, and he is stopped. Now you definitely call a timeout. I don't know what to do here because, like, you need to bring that blitz. But DB blitz has been so inconsistent. We're all matched up. We're all matched up as much as we can be. We're staying central. Short outs are in danger. And he doesn't get the throw out there. The defense holds on, and we're moving on to the championship round. Holy crap. What a last-second effort. The man blitzes. That coverage deserves an award. They carried. And are they saying that we can't kneel this out? Are we actually in that kind of a situation here? Like, can you not tighten it up a little bit and just kneel it 1 yard loss every time? Whatever, we're going to run the damn ball anyways. Just protecting that ball. Not fighting, not doing anything like that. And I think at this point, you're pretty safe to kneel it, right? Now we're getting a little crazy running the ball again. 25-20. The Warthogs gave it their all, and man, was that a game. Man, was that a freaking game. And we will hold on. I would say hold on, but it really wasn't even hold on. Like, we got that score pretty late. 25-20. Defense did what it had to in the end. Offensively, we gave them 7 of their points, so defense really can't be blamed for that being almost a loss in general. I can't believe they caught every single thing, though. They've just caught every single ball. There was no mistakes outside of the one pick that we baited, which saved the game, to be honest. Call it how it is. Looking at the numbers, Jalen Hurts threw a pick, so did Trey Lance, but Trey Lance at least threw the touchdown as well. Rushing, Victor Harrison does what Victor Harrison does. A couple rushing touchdowns for both teams, 4 total. Peters, 99 yards and a touchdown. Collins, 131 yards, with most of that, or a lot of that, coming from that 56-yarder. Harrison does what Harrison does, saving the day as usual. And I can't believe that front, dude. That front 4, I get it, the tackles are crazy, and, you know, we had an injury to Philbin, but they were non-existent. We do have an upgrade point, Mr. Don Swain. I don't think he's going to get to a 90 before this season's up, but you never know. Gets 2 to short route, 2 to truck, 2 to medium, 1 to spec, 1 to release. Obviously, became one of the best tight ends in the league, ranked 11th peer overall-wise, but as far as like how talented he is, right up there, of course. As we are going to be heading on to the championship round. Hoping it's not the Stingers, but let's be real, yeah. Let's just all be real for a moment. We knew it was going to happen, right? Players of the week, Stingers and Warthogs. Al-Shaair with a pick 6, getting the defensive player of the week. Did they win, though? Of course, Lamar Jackson, almost 400 total yards, 6 total touchdowns. Last time we played them, though, we had some success. We forced some turnovers. We'll have to see if that actually happens here today, but let's take a look at the injuries, see if they have any. As we, of course, know that we still have 1 more week for Peck. Unfortunately, again, you only get him back for the Super Bowl. Gibbons is hurt, but is that even a bad thing? 32 weeks for the slowest linebacker in the entire league? I don't know. Maybe you lose some depth with him, but you shouldn't have been starting in the first place. Stingers, 99 overall. 96 speed, 95 excel, 95 agility for Lamar Jackson. Bijan Robinson's insane. Wide receivers, all 3 of them, really good. Tight end, very good. Left tackle, solid. Left guard, very good. Center, solid. Right guard, amazing. Right tackle, amazing. Left end, very good. Right end, amazing. DT, amazing. Left out, good. Middle linebackers, very good. Right out, amazing. Corners, very, very good. Free safety, a little iffy. Strong safety, somewhat iffy. Kicker, decent kick power. Punter, not so much. There's a reason why this team is as good as it is, and it's not just Lamar. And what they do well is everything. Outside of turning the ball over. They turn the ball over a lot, but I guess you say defend the short pass. They got a lot of short pass, short route receivers. They got a run game. They got, scrambling. And of course, we're going to attack them on the run inside. Medium pass didn't really work for us last week, so we're going to do those things. Had a couple of upgrades, but most of them were backups outside of Spellman, who I don't think it's a coverage problem. I think there's just a little bit of a lack of awareness, play rec kind of stuff. So we're going to go run stopper, which he still gets coverage ratings. I mean, block shed's kind of a concern as well. We need guys that can get in there. And right now, we're just not getting in there. This is going to be another tough opponent. But hey, we won once. Why can't we do it again? Winner heads to the Super Bowl. And here we are, Lamar Jackson versus Trey Lance. What is this storyline? Who's a better scrambling quarterback? Maybe those are questions that are going to come up in this one, as Trey Lance has a chance to really prove himself. Arguably taking this team to the playoffs, got the bye week, got the win. I know, wasn't a pretty performance from him, wasn't a pretty performance from the team in general. We are in the championship round against arguably the best team in the league. I know they're 10-7, but that has been a team with some wins. They've been winning. They've been in the Super Bowl like every year pretty much. They've been killing it. I think it's time for a new team. Why not the Chupacabras? One of the most diverse years you'll ever see. Can we get our Eagles storyline, but even better? We will also get to kick the ball first, which is massive. Obviously, that's pretty big. As we will get the ball at the half, and I feel like the pressure's a little bit off of you at this point. What a hit. We really could use a fumble, man. There's no team that hits sticks even close to the amount we do or to the level we do. And yet I feel like we almost never force a fumble. We got a couple of hitters on this team. Lamar Jackson picks very high, though. I mean, a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, but they do throw a lot of picks. They give away the ball a lot. And those are the exact type of situations that we thrive on. We win games off of our takeaways anyways, very often. So hopefully they throw a couple our way as well. And off the edge, almost getting there. They switch us to the wrong guy, and Lamar Jackson's running. Lamar Jackson's still running. Gets slammed to the 42. Try to move off onto the edge rusher. Didn't give it to us. And they switches the one guy that actually could have made an impact there. Fantastic. A perfect throw. Quick throw. Holds on. First down at 39. Still don't feel comfortable just sitting in dime, dropping into coverage. They got Bijan back here, and he's going to sooner or later get the ball. And here it is. Free rush off the edge. Skinner, the defensive player of the year, not messing around. That one will pretty much undoubtedly send them into the passing game, so going to be sitting in dime this time, and it will actually not. Spellman does an okay job, but not good enough. And there goes Bijan Robinson, still running to the 11-yard line. Of course, our fault for sitting in dime, but again, what we said was going to be a potential problem. Didn't want to switch off after getting beaten in the pass game. What happens? As to the outside, Bijan goes nowhere, 2 yards. Obviously a relative nowhere, but definitely behind the sticks. And they try to time us. And underneath, we do get him. Spellman or whoever it was, Bamba maybe, kind of helping him forward. We're going to be bringing the blitz on this one. Please be predictable and run the ball. Please be predictable. It will not be predictable, but we still get the rush. Spellman, great job. If Lamar got a little risky, that could have been a pick. We do hold on. We will force a field goal, not a touchdown. And, of course, we do see that field goal go through the uprights. We have a return here with Weeks, who takes it to about the 31. Again, Trey Lance's numbers, I mean, they're not full season starting. He didn't even play in Week 18, but they're actually not too far off of Lamar's. 22-11, you double those, and they're better than Lamar Jackson's numbers, just saying. But then again, doubling them would be more than the games that Lamar played, so it is what it is. But the touchdown to pick ratio better, right? And there goes Harrison. Haven't really seen a whole lot of big runs. I mean, this year in general, 32 yards is our long. And there goes a wide open Swain that we missed the throw on. I don't think you run a trap here. Is this a Donnelly starts soon situation? Like, what's going on, you know? As Harrison carries as usual, kind of on this free play. We do get the free play. And thankfully so, because that play was dead. Walter Nolan, of all players, you know, that guy's good. He's not a guy you would expect to make those kind of mistakes. Swain's great throw. A little behind him, to be fair. Swain actually gets up, gains an extra yard, but the momentum kind of forward carries him out. You know, our right guard being too slow for those pulling plays, but I don't think it matters who's there. Wide open Peters will carry this for the first down. Pretty big game last week. 99 yards and a touch. Got a little cross look. This Swain play is usually a little hit or miss. And Trey Lance going to take off. Can't quite slow down enough. That would have been a first down, maybe more. That's a tough one. Had to round all the way around because our guy just took too long to start blocking. Please. Nice. Not a great throw, but protects him, I suppose, from the hit. Second quarter inside the 5 with a first down and goal. Again, not a super high-scoring game. You know, very efficient. Not many incompletions. Clock is just zooming because of it, but potentially, you know, can score a touchdown here. Peter is not my first choice on these, like, kind of sweep plays. Yeah, I don't really like this. I'm actually going to boot slide. Back in the end zone. We're just going to take this with Trey Lance. They see all these open receivers behind them, and they're like, well, we got to hold our blocks. You have to hold our lanes. Can't let them throw it in behind, which they're not wrong. But then nobody contains the edge, and Trey Lance just walks in. I'm just saying, who's the better scrambling QB? Trey Lance got a rushing touchdown. Lamar couldn't drive him down for the touchdown themselves. So, hey, Trey Lance 1, Lamar 0. Call it disrespectful all you want. It don't matter. One has the touchdown, especially on the ground, scrambling. The other doesn't. And we're in pretty good coverage here. Underneath we're not, though. Yeah, we would have blasted him. Was kind of hoping he would have missed the tackle. Maynard, though, decent enough. Would have loved him a little bit tighter in coverage, so he wouldn't have found that look at all, but that's okay. Bamba just getting locked up. So is this entire D-line, and we just had a oh, wow. We almost just forced the fumble out. Oh, look at the pants. Just had to provoke Lamar Jackson in a scramble off. I'm sure this is something we're going to want to get into. There you go. Get on that. Good strip attempt. 8 yards gain, though. Press man. I mean, we got torched all game last one with press man. Philbin. And, wow, what a throw. Good move, Bamba, but again, there's no one really on Kraft who gets a couple yards. Make it look like we're playing coverage, but we are definitely not doing so. And inside, and not going to knock it out. 15-yard line, first down. Looking like a potential run this time around. Don't want to shift too hard because that could be a dive, could be a counter, could be anything to this right side. It will not be. And underneath, we leave it completely open for a gain of 7. We'll say we'd be in a really good spot here if we could hold in the 3 and then score before halftime. And huge off the edge, freebie. Richardson sack, 3rd and 10. Dropping into coverage this time. We got the QB contain, hoping we can stop Lamar if he gets a scramble out. And wow, just perfect throw inside. Romeo Doubs, touchdown on 3rd and 10. The most annoying part is almost every single play we're in a 3rd down, we shade inside, and it means nothing every time. All right, flood drive. I do like this play quite a bit. The tight end's usually a pretty safe option. They're playing very well here in zone, so we're going to play underneath with Peters for about 12. 2-minute warning, not a bad way to start the drive at the 39-yard line. And we're going to take off. And protecting that ball. I can't believe we didn't get the first down there. The lack of us throwing it there is just simply, I don't trust the throw half the time. Fullback dive. And Gilliam makes it look pretty easy every time. Timeout. Love this play action a lot. It's hit or miss if it works, but when it works, it is a lot of yards. And it's not open, but it's enough. Broden, great catch to the 24. Huge. It's a tough one. What a catch. Steffens to the 14. Nobody on Harrison, please. What a juke move. Stiff arm down to the 4. Again, I don't hate the clock moving again. Okay, I mean, I can't believe it took 20 seconds to get there, but sure. Trey Lance again. Perfect throw. Steffens drops it. How? How do you drop that wide open? That's insane. I actually do like this bubble with Steffens if he even wants to catch it. Not really open at all. If he would have gotten that, that would have made up for it, but that is crazy of a drop. He might have actually just dropped our Super Bowl. That's insane. Come on, Trey. Make something happen. Please, Harrison. When Harrison is out catching you, you need to go back to the drawing board. I worry that left foot was out, though, and he might be at the 1. They're going to let us sim it, so, I mean, apparently it is, in fact, a touchdown. Clutch. Not a great throw at all. I need you leading him into the end zone here. Just so flat. And where is that ball considered out? Like, where is that not? I guess the foot's not technically out yet, right? It's like right here. I mean, it's so close. I think you do give it to him. And we don't get to see the halftime. Not that there's much of a show to it. because I forgot you literally can't kick off again when you sim the extra point on offense. Fun. And I know we should probably be running the ball here, but I'm just kind of going for a jugular look. I don't hate it. 78 yards. Stefan is redeemed. Stephens is redeemed. What a play. Single high safety. I mean, when would you see it? When would you see it coming? Trey Lance redeemed a bit as well with that throw on the money. Simmons he's a weakness of that defense. Maybe the weakness of that defense. Doesn't have that speed, can't recover. And it's just a perfect dot. Perfect dime drop. Huge start to the second half. One play for 78. If that thing's slightly inside, we're talking about potentially how that's intercepted. So thankfully he didn't decide to miss the throw, because that was a hell of a throw. Crazy stiff arm there, but does only lead to 2, so it's team effort wise we get the win there. Oh my god, look at the push. Do you see that push? Skinner, obviously huge hit. We can't stop the run. Try to run that in. Good hit. Holds on as always. There's almost honestly no point in us hit sticking because we just don't win the hits. Like, it's just never a fumble. Just risking a broken tackle every time. Quick throw out there, and again we try to strip. Nothing comes out. Only chance is a sack or a hit while being thrown. It's the only stop you can get. And that's a touchdown. Good tackle by Tyson, to be fair, to the 18. Terrible in man, terrible in zone, terrible in blitzing, terrible in running 3, 4. It doesn't really matter. Quick throw outside. One hands it, mind you. 2nd and 3 now after that 7-yarder. Picked up perfectly, and another throw and catch. Through contact, doesn't matter. Of course, they see it coming. Okay, Tyson, good job. Touchdown, Lamar Jackson and the Stingers. Some run commit. Literally held on to the ball for 4.5 business days and then still didn't get to him. Can't get there, and guess what? Another hit. Doesn't matter, catches it. 3-point game. Not going to take another shot even with the single high. It bounces out. The left guard's not really paying attention. Huge hit, but I mean, he lifts us up for the first down. We'll take it. I think you run the ball. Thankfully, it's not a penalty. Run on a clock. And we obviously, nice little cutback. We obviously seen that guard losing his block. Did well. And Harrison doesn't get the block. Gains only 3. Love this play a lot, but unfortunately we short-sided ourselves literally where all the action is, so this could be tough. And he did kind of shade back to cover Peters. We saw that zone look. Stefan's definitely making up for that huge drop. Thankfully it didn't matter, but that could have been such a mistake. And Stefan, speaking of, 9 yards on that play. Bubble. Harrison, if this is a blitz, could be uncovered. It's not a blitz. Oh my lord, another terrible throw. Trey Lance is going to throw a pick one of these times, dude. He just keeps throwing these garbage passes. Don't know why we didn't go to the fullback dive there, to be honest. 4th and 1. Now watch them stop it because we are a bit further away than 1 yard. No free play. And Gilliam barely gets it. Nice. 4th quarter up 3. Huge 4th and 1 conversion. Massive. The drag look with Stephens. We put ourselves in trouble. That's a crazy throw, and thankfully doesn't pick it. What are we doing? Why is that what we decided? They're on it. Great block, though, and there goes Harrison. A little bit of a grab to the 7. What a block, dude. It was literally one-on-one, and he won his matchup. Inside zone again. Trying to cut it back. Fighting hard. Gets back around the 5-yard line. Getting a little aggressive here on the 5. Problem is a lot of options where it's like, okay, well, I don't even know the option. You know, which... Oh, we had him, too. Doesn't pick it up. That's a tough one. Don't catch that. Oh, no. Oh, and he's still fighting. We lose a massive amount of yards. Why do I ever throw it to Swain in that look? He always makes the wrong call. Oh, this is bad. And we're in trouble. Don't fumble. Okay. Oh, man. We had a golden opportunity. We blew it. That's bad. That is really bad. 6-point lead. That's, I mean... Touchdown gives you a lead, right? It's pretty obvious. Defense has done pretty much nothing so far. 5 wide. And he actually takes that little short out there. Don't hate it for us, 3rd and 5. And we got our matchups. And good job, Spellman, who I just keep mispronouncing, but who cares? He doesn't play well anyways. That's the rookie of the year, by the way. Like, hello? Where? Where does he play? It must be the worst rookie class of all time. Pretty good coverage. And in trouble, sacked for a loss of 7. Huge. Problem is, it's so late in the game that we can't even convince them to kick a field goal, you know, or a punt it, I suppose. Under 3 minutes, they're going to have to go for it no matter what the situation is. And we're on this. No, we're not. Wow, he is so damn fast. Like, how do you play defense against that dude? It's crazy. 3rd and 2, we got a blitzer. And he's in trouble. We don't bring him down, but the rest of the guys do. Loss of 1, 4th and 3, 2-minute warning. I think we come with the dime blitz. Some sort of dime blitz. Do you come with the DBs that come with it? I think you do. DB blitz out of dime. You bring the heat. You bring the press. And holds on. Good tackle. Now explain that one. What the hell was that? I mean, if we punch that ball out, somebody gets a hand on this ball before it goes, we win the game. And instead, he not only catches it, but breaks off 3 different tacklers, giving them likely the 1-point lead. Does anyone want to explain to me why? Anyone that has any questions about what the difficulty is? Oh! And then, of course, we hit him late. Hopefully they don't take this. That could have been a block, dude. How are the blocks so bad in this game? You never get the damn animation. Then when you dive, you miss every time. I'm just complaining at all times, you know? By the way, were both options Pat is good? Like, is there no option where you accept it and move closer for the 2? Please stop it. 2-minute warning, down 1. Swain, please, for the love of God, just be open. He is, but not... my God, this team. But I say he is, but it's not an easy throw, and Peters is wide open. Got to take Peters, you know? And again, we probably have Swain, but Broden's open for 15 plus. You're not taking the 15 plus. Field goal, of course, gives you the lead. Just got to get another 20-ish. Screen's open, and the blocks are not. Kind of banking a lot here on literally just Steffens. But Steffens has been bankable. And outside, great catch, perfect throw. 42-yard line. They're going to booth review this. I imagine he was down. If he wasn't, okay, I was about to say that'd be actually a pretty big loss. They have 3 timeouts. We have 3 timeouts. So there's a little bit of a, a battle here. Trying to get a little closer. Going to run the ball here. And just nowhere to go. Terrible blocking. And that is a million miles of seconds gone. Oof. 3rd and 10. They're just locking us up at the 42-yard line right now. They're cooking us. Our field goal is looking like a freaking long kick. Come on, guys. Got to just take that. That is seemingly the closest we'll get. 52-yarder, likely iced. Winner goes to the Super Bowl. Oh, my. We should have done so much better than this. We should have done so much better. It's not even lined up. It's not even lined up. He's not going to get the, bonus of being, the GOAT kicker because it's not 45 or less. I mean, that's good, right? I don't like this. I think that's good. It's up! It's good! We're moving on to the Super Bowl! This kicker will never pay for a meal again. Even when he's 80 years old, people are going to remember this moment. The guy came in clutch for us. We should have done so much better. And yet, it was just enough. 52-yarder. The guy hits it. I can't believe the defense. They're just getting cooked all game long. They made a couple of plays, but overall, just it's butter. It's a butter defense right now, but the offense is doing enough, making just enough plays, playing safe enough at times. kicking game-winning field goals. Lamar Jackson literally went 18 for 18. If you want any question about, you playing on pro? Is this rookie? Like, brain dead sometimes, I swear. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdowns, 211 yards again, 100% completion percentage. Trey Lance, pretty damn good though, 2 touchdowns, 18 for 26, 235 yards rushing. He did prove he was the better scrambler, both of them with touchdown each, but he had more yards. Harrison really didn't get involved much either, 10 for 45. The passing lanes were open. We were just kind of missing things. Steffens had that huge drop, but absolutely made up for it with that huge touchdown at the start of the second half, and just a bunch of other clutch catches and plays later on in the game. He was obviously wide receiver 1 for us in that game. Super clutch. Couple of sacks, all because of the blitz, though. Our base rush has been genuinely useless. And sadly, we actually are going to end the episode here, as much as I actually 100% intended this to be whatever, the entirety, all the way through, the length of the Super Bowl is going to basically spoil the entire thing for anyone just clicking on the video. If it's over an hour, into the hour and 30 minutes mark, well, there's no point even watching the first game, and then maybe even the second game, because you pretty much know we're probably making the Super Bowl at that point. So we're going to have the Super Bowl tomorrow, actually. It is going to be 10-minute quarters, so it's going to be kind of a long standalone game, and I'm hoping it's going to be a great one. Regardless, though, appreciate you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, appreciate your support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PKR Plays for non-Madden content. And, of course, to the members of the channel, truly do appreciate you guys a ton. Likely looking at one final Madden 25 rebuild on the 15th that I'm going to record soon, just so I have that ready to go, so we can pump out a bunch of Madden 26 content without any delays. And, yeah, that's about it. Remember, I appreciate y'all for watching, and until tomorrow, the final 2 Madden 25 videos, outside of that members-only rebuild in the future.